Okay, we got a perk, and I think it's... Is it our secrets one? Deft hands, find tools. Nice. Now we can locksmith into some places. And we have stuff to collect. Yeah. Okay, I have Hard and Hightown. It's the murder investigation. Liliana can do that one.
Inquisitor.
Liliana can help us with being hard in Hightown. Gain Orzamar's friendship. Josephine.
At your service.
Alright, back out to Crestwood.
You read the report?
It was unusual. Is he always so blunt?
Yes.
Oh, this one's always busy, busy, busy. Okay. Better than being high in Hardtown. Well. Where are we going? Where was it? It was Crestwood? Crestwood. There we go. Now, which one? There's a locked door there. Confirm. Giant spiders. Maybe it's meant to be that size, and the regular ones are miniatures. That's that's yeah, that's it. That's definitely
I'll come out when it's safe. Who is that anyway?
Actually, we're gonna go from Care Bronner. Yeah, let's go from here. Suss out this cave, I think. Rusted gate. How do I get out of the keep? And opponents have a big sale? Oh, what do they got? You're gonna buy Ashen? I was really disappointed with Ashen. I think Bonfire asked yesterday if it was worth it, and I straight up said no. tried playing it 3 times? Yeah, me. I've twice. It's just so bad. For the most of it, it's not that bad. But I don't know. I think it got caught up in a studio that's like, oh look, these Soulsy like games are kind of popular. All right, we can make one. We got a story. The story's okay. Ooh. But it's definitely made for. I think they're fairly open about the fact too that they made it for co-op, which is all well and good if you've got people to play with, or if you're willing to. I think there's an online option to play with players. Well, that's the thing, is that for the most part, a lot of gameplay, like for story and stuff, it's really easy to gameplay story. Like, if you've got a good writer, like they do the writing, and turn-based chooser dialogues got no live action consequences. Turn-based game has no, live action sort of stuff. But yeah, that sort of third person, like this sort of combat, or the slower paced Souls sort of combat, like there's live action that's important. And definitely the way things feel, like I don't know, like I said, the clunky usually comes down to a lot of timing, pushing the button and not having the response. And whereas if you play something from a studio that has experience in that, or comes from a strong background in developing that sort of thing, even comes down to a lot of it, like that's where programming can come into it more. Whereas in a lot of games, the programming's not really, it's not a huge part of game design. And it is a sort of... It definitely felt like it was being designed around players that... designed with people that may have played a game like that once or twice type of deal. And just sort of went, oh yeah, it sort of feels the same. You push the controller to move forward, and you push these buttons to swing the weapons. And everything was, technically works, right? Pushing the buttons moves the character, swings the weapons, does the damage. Hey, we unlocked the door. Yeah, and the dodge and block. Actually dodge and block. But it just doesn't feel right. And that's the big difference between technically working and feeling good. But the story was kind of there. A lot of the design, let's be real, has come from iterations and iterations of different developers saying, yeah, have your potions upgradable where they're now stronger, or you can carry more of them. So there's nothing new there. It's very templated. And one of the other things that happens in genres that have that cookie cutter template to have a story slapped on top of is there are some things that we, especially as players who play a lot of any specific type of genre, why some things exist and what their purpose is. And sometimes when they get a template of that game style gets used, something just is in there for the fun of it. It's very similar to how you get the achievements of beat the first level, beat the second level, beat the third level. And you look back and go, these are achievements of getting, or beat this boss, that, you know, all these things that you will just have happen during story. And it's like, we know as players, it's not why you put those in there. It's not, but it's becoming a, yep, this is just a thing. You can drain the lake to get that. Which we probably should do, but I want to do the thing where we explore other stuff. I wonder if there's shards here as well. And I want to get up that way. Let's follow the road then. Yeah, it had that deal, right? The faceless people, the low poly art is crisp and clean, and you know, it's kind of cool. You know, especially like the dudes with the mustaches. Yeah, but there was just, for me, it was just riddled with so much gameplay that was just, every time you start just getting over past the stuff. Like, the clunky wasn't beaten by being better at the game. The clunky was just beaten by powering up your character. Like, the balance was really far out as well. And I've had people tell me that they even felt that, like, when they were playing with a friend, it made it a lot better, but it was still bad. Like, the encounters felt better playing with a friend, because the idea was that someone would be blocking at the enemy and the other person would just be whacking them from behind. You know, but it still felt bad. It still, they were saying it still felt terrible. Well, that was it. It had, like, the design of the locations was really good. You know, I think of, like, there's that area down on like a coastal area, and it's got all the ladders going up to the cliff faces. You know, and it felt very puzzly, but not overly puzzly. Like, it almost like natural in the way that the scaffolding had been put up. Yeah, the big cave with the giant. I know the lady, the one that actually has eyes. Yeah, so I'd played it a bit when it was newer, and then I think it was last year I tried to play it through on stream, and I had to keep putting it down and coming back to it, and putting it down and coming back to it, putting it down for like a couple of weeks at a time. It was just so frustrating. Okay, I actually need to, for you, I need to turn that off because I want to control when I do that. I got the biomutant countdown, nice. That looks like a lot of fun. I watched a tiny bit of co-playing his early play on it. And like 10 minutes. Gotta stop watching now because I want to experience this, but I just want to see it. He had a very specific early access. I don't know if he's playing now. I think he said something like he could only play for 4 hours, and I think he and not get past a certain level. And I think he was only allowed to play on one class, like pick a class and play it. Not 100% sure on the deets. Probably make our way through to there.
What is it like when Templars nullify magic, Solas?
It is as though you are drawing upon the world around us. Made.
What I don't understand is that I guess they don't want, like devs don't want to accidentally screw up and have something get done. Because I know when he
And our powers drive
he
it
had an
back,
early version
making
of
this world
Surge
harder to
2,
affect.
in a manner of speaking.
except the devs gave him a
You
copy and
reinforce
the game
reality,
pretty much
so
locked
is
him
that-
out, and he spent a long time bouncing around trying
Fate has
to
nowhere
see if
to
there was
gain a
some way he
foothold,
could
and
get
the magic
out of
disperses.
an
No
area.
one has ever accused me of reinforcing reality before.
You are a
Um,
seeker of truth.
You know, like Skyrim goat outside of the zone or something. Like, see if he could bug himself out so they could walk around and explore. And people mentioned at that time, like, why don't other devs do that instead of saying here's the game and here's some limitations? Like, just give them a copy of the game with with limitations already pre-locked into it. Well, yeah, have it like as a demo. I guess it's just easier to say, yeah, you can only do this. It does take a little bit of effort to set up stuff like that, but not that much. A lot of people, I think people were questioning the time limit on Barmute, like saying if you've got a level, and specifically why they said they picked a level requirement and a time requirement maximum. And I guess the reason is even if they say don't do anything past level whatever, you get close, you can always stop handing in quests and just go exploring around the world. And they don't want don't want all the exploration done and all the stuff discovered. And not that you get all of it, you know what I mean? Like, they want to make sure they leave some key locations out. What kind of character? I kind of feel like I need to do the DLC one, right? Because I'm getting it. But it's kind of interesting that, or the early pre-purchase class.
Someone help!
Oh, Panz rip. Hey, Seeker, if you want to come and defend us here. Yeah, I think it's mercenary, yeah. But it might not. I'm just going to have fun with it. It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Kind of makes me wonder if, how much is it going to matter? Class with the side powers. Yeah, they seem interesting. 'Cause a lot of games tend to... What'll be the big factor will be if it's a... everyone can do everything, but some classes will just do other stuff a little bit better. Or if it is actually locked per class. I've always been more favoured to the ones where, you know, each class has their own abilities. You know, mages cast fireball. You know, warriors do, you know, cleave, I guess. Rogues have backstab, that sort of stuff. All weapons, all classes, but will they all have psionic powers? And just the ones that are more attuned a bit better. Oh, also, we just met Panz Hawk. I had to recreate him, though, with the new character creator engine. So that was interesting. Same voice, though. So he wasn't called Panz Hawk, he was just Hawk. Champion of, champion of Kirkwall. Need to get to those caves. But it's funny, it's not everyone. A lot of people play, I don't know what the word for how to play, but you get that, oh, look at these things. It's like the Dark Souls mentality of just build these stats and take this weapon, and so you end up with, you know, you take the, you know, the different classes, and they end up, or like some people will end up building them the same way. They'll use the same weapon, take the same stats, the same armor pieces. The only difference is that they started with a slightly different stats at the start, and by the time they get to the end of the game, the stats are very, very close to each of the characters. You know, because they only started a couple points out, but all the characters end up being exactly the same. It's like, and then they get to say, "Oh, I've beaten them on all the classes." Like, you did the exact same thing though. You know, you know, whereas, you know, having in a game where, yeah, the rogue has rogue abilities and mages have mage abilities, I just feel that classes then are actually different and matter. Some of them, there's some games though that'll do it with, there'll be like a boost, you know, so, well, Mass Effect 1 was kind of like that, where everyone gets to use all 4 weapon slots, right, of guns, but not everyone can get points to put into assault rifles. So I was using assault rifle through most of Mass Effect 1 because my only weapon that I had on Nadab was a pistol. I'm like, I'm not using a pistol. I may as well use the weapon without the bonus weapon damage. You know, less fire rate and stuff. And just use my magic as much as possible. Yeah, so it sort of fed into actually playing the class the way the class was designed, but you had other options, which is kind of alright. think I won't get there in time, but we will. Actually, back over here. Don't you use that often? When we do, it's going to be good though. Okay, that's just finding some bandits around the place. Let's go to the Astrarium and head up to that one. Yeah. I still really like the quest design here. I think having that common feel in the zones about finding the Astrariums or the Ocularius, you know, the common symbols on the map just make the zones feel comfortable. Like you have a purpose. You're not just heading specifically to the next quest marker to the next quest marker. You're heading to the next point of interest marker to the next point of... But, you know, there's more types, so you can have a better feel around. Do the outside triangles at any point. That one as well can be done at any point. So we just start at the top and go around. Okay. That one gets ignored. No, that one goes over there. Those are cool. We'll just shine that beam through your house there, dear.
Chose a bad time to come knocking. Between the corpses and the wyvern, nothing here is safe. I wouldn't give to get my hands on that animal.
What's this about a wyvern?
There's a wyvern causing trouble.
It used to hunt in the mountains. Didn't bother anyone but the bandits. Lately, the beast got it in his head to come down here. It almost crippled Gauld's little boy. Best someone kill it. I hope I get my hands on the liver. It makes a poison that kills rats like nothing.
I was told to check on you.
If you're Judith, there's a man in the village concerned about you.
That must be Gauld. Fretful as ever. I'm glad he stayed in Crestwood. He's fast as you please with a loom, but terrible with a sword.
You farm out here?
The name's Judith. I farm and I mend things for the village and people passing through. I did a fair trade with traveling merchants before the undead started attacking. Not to mention that dragon.
Seriously, why does anyone live out here?
Oh, you know, the fishing's grand.
Tell me about the dragon.
What do you know about the dragon?
She moved in a month ago. The guards tried to run her off, but she snapped one's head off and she flew away. Poor Hamilton. At least it was quick. Since then, she's eaten 3 horses, 5 goats, and 2 cats.
Huh.
Until later.
Be safe.
We're gonna kill the dragon. So no, we're in Crestwood, right? There is a lot of quests here. Kill a cave wyvern. Yeah. I only need one more bandit, that's good. Oh, it's all the way up there. Alright, let's see if we can find this one. No. No. There's a road. Oh, we've got a road. Beer and the duffel. We managed to weed out a bandit somehow. I don't know how we killed a bandit amongst all this, but we did. So we'll take it. I got the Gummy Bear song stuck in my head. Kids had a movie on this afternoon, and the dad plays it for his like little girl in the car. And the second it turned on, I'm like, that's it. That's going to be stuck in my head for the entire weekend. Figured I should, like, I was containing it, and then I had enough. I was gonna share. Sometimes just the mention of the title's enough to get it stuck in your head, right? It's film clip on there. Ferelden Wyvern statues claimed. Roof's at 3 Trout Farm. There it is. We can see it from here. Whoa. Alright. Where's Cassandra? Need you to use your grip. Oh, she's already on top of it. I was really hoping that she was going to be further back here and she could have chained them all back. Found a start of a flower on your watermelon plants? Nice, man. Let's get that one. Yeah, Panz. Anytime then.
Sometimes it seems this land is a collection of patterns, one pile on top of another.
I need to unbind mouse turn. Do just change it so I have strafe on both QR and AD. Let's just do it. Just do it. Keybinds. Move left. Okay, yep. A. D. Good. Wait. A. D. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Easiest way to not keyboard turn is to not have it. We haven't done that one or there, so we can go from there, hit that one and go there. That's good.
Inquisitor.
Yes?
Inquisitor. Inquisitor.
Oh, he's on Skyhold Garden. We need more Blood Lotus. That's cool. Alright. Find Butcher in this area. Oh, I need obsidian. So we need a lot of obsidian. Stack of papers is so blood-soaked, the pages stick together. I was followed. Do not fear, I lost my pursuers in lights. My closest friends know my final destination, Butcher.
Reinforcements!
Oh. Here we go. This is going to be the opportunity. Okay, you go like this. Barak, you also go like that. Solus, you go that way. And you... Chains. Go. Oh, I love it. Look at how good that is. The chains is great. I got upgraded chains, which will grab anyone within a whatever radius of the enemy you're chaining. So you get ambushed from behind, and our rogues can just flip away, and our mage can kind of blink, and then she just chains everything. Yeah, get over here, multiple times. Yeah, it's good.
Hawk and the Warden should be inside.
It's an upgrade to the move. So it's actually on a tree. I don't take a lot of the upgrades because the actual nodes are either abilities. Where's Cassandra? What's this one? Oh, she's got Templar. Interesting. So you either get an ability, or you get different abilities. Some of them come with stats, though. So the circle ones come with stats, so that's how you get like willpower, or here is Constitution. I think that's like a buff. The square symbols, but the square ones can come with upgrades. A lot of the circles are just passive. Yeah, circles are passive. Yeah, it's kind of rubbish, right? Because you want to build a tank, you've got to get certain abilities. You know, yeah. So your passives come with stats. So I guess the point, after you get a few abilities that you can use in combat, early game, you're just looking at what tree can I take that I can get the most stats without having to go as deep. So like I was looking at like where am I going to get stats from at one point, and that's when we got to, like here, I accidentally took this one, which I shouldn't have because I don't use that ability. So that could be worth 3 stats somewhere else. So I might respec her at some point if I can ever be bothered. But you can also spend a level up point, instead of taking 3 Constitution and then 3 more Strength, you can upgrade an ability. And there's 2 upgrades available, but you can only have you put the point in having the ability upgraded, and you can change between the ability. So where's her chain? Here it is. So we could change to 200% weapon damage and a 3-second stun. Or we can have this one, which will get everyone in a 5-meter radius of the target. Yeah, so you basically, you choose which one you want to have equipped. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I think it was to do that. It is definitely, it feels like it's to sort of arcadeify the gameplay a little bit and make it less stat driven, which is where a lot of people have said, some people say this one's better, and other people say Origins was better. And it depends what type of game you're in, I think. If you really like your CRPGs, you're going to say Origins better, probably. If you just like having a character that you can just slap around with some other guys, and for most people that play that, these guys probably do more work than they do. The way it currently is better. I love the classic stat structure as well. However, I hate giving stats to my character. Because I always, I don't want to end up with a glass cannon, or I don't want a tank that is so tanky but can't do any damage. So quite often I prefer like you leveled up, you're playing a warrior, this is your stat distribution increase, Can we trust your friend?
There was a group of wardens out there hunting a senior warden. They said he was a traitor.
Of course they did. They may even have believed it. How much
It's
blood
Hawk.
is shed by good men following bad orders?
He's got a man. Well, he doesn't have a man bun. He's got a little ponytail back there. Beard's gotten a little bit. Doesn't quite have the 1,000-yard stare, but still walks into walls.
Let's go.
There was a bit where we asked him questions about his past or what's going on, you know, about friends or family or loved ones. And he's like, well, Isabella and I were never going to be tied down to each other, so I'm in hiding and she's out there having fun. Hopefully not too much fun. Like, yeah. Banner of the Blind Men. We've seen that in a few places.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
My name is Taud, and I'm at your service, Inquisitor.
Help me add all this up.
Most of you wardens disappear. Then I run into a darkspawn magister named Corypheus. Do you think that one might have something to do with the other?
I fear it is so. When my friend Hawk slew Corypheus, Weishaupt was happy to put the matter to rest. But an archdemon can survive wounds that seem fatal, and I feared Corypheus might possess the same power. My investigation uncovered clues, but no proof. Then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
Maker, why didn't you tell me?
It was a Grey Warden matter. I was bound by an oath of secrecy.
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
The calling tells a warden that the Blight will soon claim him. Starts with dreams. Then come whispers in his head. The warden says his farewells and goes to the deep roads to meet his death in combat.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes. Likely because of Corypheus. If the wardens fall, who will stand against the next Blight? It is our greatest fear.
So Corypheus isn't controlling them. He's bluffing them with this calling. And they're falling for it.
Oh man, I don't want to pick either of these, like Warden's desperate, scared, or foolish, because, well, we know that's not true, but...
Is the calling they're hearing real? Or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I know not. Even as a senior warden, I had heard only the vaguest whispers of Corypheus. The wardens believe that this calling is real, and they will act accordingly. That is all we know for certain.
Tea time.
You said all the Wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you?
Sadly, yes. It lurks like a wolf in the shadows around a campfire. The creature that makes this music has never known the love of the Maker, but at times, I almost understand it. We must uncover what Corypheus has done and end it. This cannot stand.
How can Corypheus make all these Wardens hear the calling?
I cannot say. We know little about him, save that he is dangerous. He is a Magister, as well as a Darkspawn, and speaks with the voice of the Blight. That lets
He's
him
bad
affect
dude.
the minds of Wardens, since we are tied to the Blight ourselves. It must be how he created this false calling.
So the Wardens are making some last desperate attack on the Darkspawn.
We are the only ones who can slay archdemons. Without us, the next Blight will consume the world. Warden Commander Clarel spoke of a blood magic ritual to prevent future Blights before we all perished. When I protested the plan as madness, my own comrades turned on me. Grey Wardens are gathering here, in the western approach. It is an ancient Tevinter ritual tower. Meet me there, and we will find answers.
Let's go.
That's cool.
We should get to the ritual tower in the western approach as soon as possible, Your Worship.
Okay. Tell me about Clarel.
Clarel's the Warden Commander, right? What's she like?
She was a good warden. Once. Among those King Kalen reached out to before the Blight. She always resented missing the chance to help. When the calling came, Clarel stopped listening to the rest of us. Only magic could solve this problem, she said.
Is Corypheus controlling her?
Do you think Corypheus is using the calling to control her?
It's hard to say. I have heard the whispers of the calling myself, but it's only noise, no words. Certainly no commands. Either way, the guilt is hers. She's Warden Commander. She should bow to no one's word, but Weishaupt's.
Fair enough.
We'll talk later.
Can we keep going through the... Hawk?
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the western approach, though I fear what those answers will be. I've seen too much blood magic to ever trust where it leads.
Can you help me kill a cave wyvern? Oops. This game is pretty cool, yeah. It's even better if you've played the previous two and you know the backstory. Also, like, as you import the... Well, you can import your world from Origins and the DLC into 2. To get it into the world story into here, you have to basically fill out a questionnaire on a website. And then import that into the game. But it's yeah, it's an official thing. It's not some random third-party deal. Let me get up there. I don't think it's over that way. I think this one's going there, but above ground.
Let's go.
I'm gonna get up on that one. You couldn't get into 2? There's different... Definitely had a different feel to it playstyle wise. I feel that this is... this feels like a step... Like if you were driving away from Origins in terms of gameplay towards 2, you keep going and then you get to this. but on a grander scale and looking better. I really liked it too. More fluid? Yeah, it's definitely a lot less CRPG than Origins. And even though tactics does exist, it's really, really badly implemented. Whereas the one on Origins worked really well. I mean, there was issues, but it's a really old game, so you know, it worked really well for the year it was made. Whereas this definitely feels like just control your character and use the basic command of have everyone attack what I'm attacking. We can go out the back of the camp. So yeah, as soon as you want to do anything fancy or tricky, you just realize don't. But in saying that, the encounters aren't really that hard compared to like some of the Origins ones, or even 2. We're not getting up around there. Could be from here. There's a cave up in the hill. I wonder if it's coming from all the way from there. Probably not. I can't get through that one. Could be that way. I didn't actually make a decision. And there could be a path somewhere up the mountains there. Alright, let's hug this wall and see if we get a path going off. Maybe this rocky slope. Bodies hanging from trees. Is that a path there?
Over there, Venatori.
Be cautious. They look well armed.
There. Where was the Venatori? And where is this thing I need to claim? What's that? Guide of Fallon Din. Could scar him in from the back. Okay. Get over here. Alright, Beast King, thanks, dude. Have a good one. Alright, so there's only these couple here. Hey, cheers to the prime, man. Appreciate it. Really helps out. Have you heard of this prime? Hopefully there's not too many. I think this camp is fairly... Ooh. Oh, that could be the cave that goes to the wyvern. That's not too far a gap. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Wow. Then how are all these guys surviving in here? Let's go up and do this thing first. Build the constellation, and this is the third one out of the three, so it should show us where the thing is. Starting... okay. So start from the point, go that way, around, and then down. Okay. Where's the... it's there, start from there. Nice. So where's the Australarium cave? It's that one. We haven't done this one either, so maybe those caves join up. Obsidian. We need lots of more iron. I'm not too sure where we got a lot of iron from. Hinterlands, maybe? Why did you do that? Game, please. Did you get it from there? Oh, there we go. I think there's something else we needed obsidian for. So I want to make sure I collect all of it. Can't even grab a torch.
Solus, the dragon Corypheus commands, could it truly be an archdemon?
One assumes that if it were, we would be facing a blight.
So what is it then? A corrupted dragon? Simply another darkspawn?
It is connected to Corypheus. Such a relation goes beyond mere control. It is a bond.
It makes you wonder if that's all the archdemons themselves are. Pets to beings who no longer exist.
I would not go as far as that. This dragon is a replica, spawned from a creature who aspires to greatness. No more.
Interesting. Unless the archdemon... What was that was getting that bigger ping? That's a bottle. Yeah, that's one of the achievements. Get all those bottles. That's why loot spam is a loot radars spam is a thing. Thankfully, the internet exists and the wiki is a thing, so you can find out which bottles you have, and cross them off the master list, and then go hunting the ones that you don't have. Okay, look at this wyvern right here. Okay, we've got little wyverns, big wyverns. Huh. Little ones are 11, the big ones are 12. I think it's going to be a problem. Probably want to stay away from explosive shot. Let's open the heavens on him. What is that?
Make it take you!
Easy. Also, when we get to 13, we got some big upgrades coming in. I'm gonna have a bigger DPS bow. I don't know, she's got a sword there as well, I think. Electricity damage, critical chance, willpower. Chance to Veil Strike on hit. How does that go for dude? Yeah. And that one's this one's even the one he's got has also got 2 upgrades on it. Well, that one's a extra damage versus living. Pretty sure that came from a pay to win option. Or one of the things. I want to use that then. Not a pay to win, one of the DLCs. Yeah. Level 7, so requirement mage level 3. Yeah, that's a... I'll use that. Yeah, that's one as well. Is there anything else to do in here? Oh, that's kind of cool. That was the cave from the story. There's nothing around there. That looks like the end of that. So we've done all that area. There might be something... Well, there will be when we get out into the lake. We also want to hit the wormhole. Oh, that's return to Judith. She wants the liver, I think. So we'll go from here. We might head down there and see what's down there, and then head up to Judith from that way. Oh, tea.
Inquisitor.
So good. I think the requisition officer's bugged out.
Nothing to report, sir.
Glad we got that. We're glad we made that clear. I thought that would happen. That's good. We did hit South Road though, so that's fine. Oh, Alder's farm as well. I think it came up as 15 of 19 subzones. Zone subs, so section. No. Here, have the wyvern liver.
Welcome again.
I killed the wyvern up in the cave. The body's yours if you want it.
That I do. Here, for your troubles. I hope you can make good use of it.
Good.
A fine day to you.
Until later.
Be safe.
Okay, we're in Crestwood. That's the main one. I'm gonna... Where's that one? Inform Charter of Butcher's fate. Okay, drain the lake. We'll do that thing as well. That's one of those. Oh, that's that one. That one we have to drain the lake for anyway, I think. That's in there. Drain the lake, then we can clear the rift. That one, we're going to do it there. So we've only got regular exploration stuff, which is the cave for this. I wouldn't mind having a quick look around here in case there's something, but I doubt it. Like it just feels like that's the zone. But we can get there from the back of the house, so may as well try. She didn't grab him. It doesn't matter. There's just nothing here. It's bandit camps. There's a road that goes through here, though. For what? For the Ferelden women statues. That's true. Well, how many things do we have in the collection? Regions. Missing 4. There's no shards here either. I wonder if they're hunting the Druffalo. And do we leave them in peace to hunt the Druffalo? Never leave the bandits in peace. War Speaker's Assembly. Nice place. That's another one. Okay. Landmarks. We need one more landmark in Crestwood. So it could be out here somewhere quite easily, I would say.